reduces friction better than any other interface. The more intuitive and easy to use a piece of technology is, the more alluring it becomes and the more complicated it is to create. The pandemic has sealed the trend of people's primary interactions with organizations as both customers and employees being digital in nature. According to Gartner, businesses can gain a sizable competitive advantage in the era of remote work and distributed customers by combining multi-experience, customer experience, employee experience, and user experience into something they call total experience, TX. Using conversational interfaces can maximize impact across a full spectrum of experiences and greatly assist efforts to achieve hyperautomation. In this regard, conversational AI represents a massive step forward. If users can simply converse with technology, the pain points designers continually have to wrangle with disappear. Of course, the complexity underfoot grows considerably. We'll explore both facets of this inverse relationship, what's possible through achieving hyperautomation, and the massive amount of orchestration required to bring those possibilities to life. Even though a few companies are already achieving, maintaining, and accelerating hyperautomation, much of what Robb describes in this book is still on the verge of taking flight. Similarly, as we worked on the book, the finish line would often recede, the topic ever expanding. There's so much to cover, and the learning process can be very different from the doing process. I've come to think of this book as more of a living document. It's the completed product you're hearing now, but it's also connected to a growing library of information, resources, and tools available online at invisiblemachines.ai or via the QR codes you'll find throughout the text. No matter what your level of experience is with this kind of technology, make no mistake that this is a clarion call announcing an inevitable and rapidly approaching evolution that will upend our relationship with machines. Our goal is to give you the perspective, practical advice, and strategy necessary to remain on firm ground as everything around us changes in ways we're still imagining. These changes are already underway, and the leaders of tomorrow are hard at work today, bringing their organizations closer to hyperautomation. Introduction. Conversational AI, My White Whale, by Robb Wilson. Call me Ishmael. Actually, please don't. Like Captain Ahab in Moby Dick, I've spent many a waking hour in heated pursuit of a powerful and elusive white whale, conversational AI. For lingering days, months, and years, I've chased this steely beast on the horizon. I was frequently knocked off course by the complexity and newness of the various associated technologies, but I kept up the chase on both sides of land and over all sides of earth, as Melville would say. For me, this obsession began as an early practitioner in the field of experience design. I noticed that the absolute worst experiences people were routinely having with machines were conversational in nature. Purgatorial voice-automated call centers and feeble chatbots trying to solve problems online and wreaking havoc on user trust with their inefficiency. Lifting users and organizations out of the seemingly infinite shitbot doldrums seemed like the true white whale of experience design. It was easy to understand why much of the focus in experience design has been put on creating graphical UIs that draw users in and give them rewarding experiences, wherein complex interactions with machines were easier to manage. Our interactions with computers have been screen-based for ages, and as those screens have reached higher definition, been reduced in size, and become touch-activated, new opportunities to empower and delight have emerged. I've seen some impressive graphical UIs over the years, but there's a ceiling on how much complexity you can condense into a purely visual interface. On the other hand, in exploring conversational interfaces, I realized that nothing could make interactions with